won the bout, but some believe Tyson wasn't fighting to win. They point to a moment in the match when Paul took a punch from Tyson, taunted him by sticking out his tongue, and acted unfazed as proof that Tyson was taking it easy. Conspiracy theorists argue that Tyson, now 58, took the fight for the $20 million payday and let Paul have an easy victory. After all, Tyson is well past his prime, hadn't fought in years. Some even claim Tyson wasn't attacking at all, making it seem like the whole thing was staged for Paul to get a win over a legendary boxer, something Paul supporters are quick to highlight as a win for his career. Others suggest that Paul was simply taunting Tyson, like he's done in his previous fights. It's a heated debate. Was it a legitimate fight or an orchestrated spectacle for TV ratings and social?
Mike Tyson has broken his silence on his alleged scripted fight against Jake Paul in Dallas last Friday. Both Tyson and YouTuber Jake Paul faced criticisms before for the fight, but it has gotten worse since the outcome of the fight was decided. Several posts on social media suggested that the fight was allegedly staged and Tyson and Jake were following a predetermined plot written way before both men stepped into the ring.
I'm watching this fight, I'm watching the recaps because I love boxing, and it has come to my brain, like it is processed in my brain, that this is fishy. For example, the rules. He got paid more based on the round. Now, normally, from my experience, again, this is low-level professional fights, this is not marquee fights. Normally, if you knock somebody out, you get some extra money. Like in the MMA, you get fight of the night, you get an extra 50 to 70 grand. Whereas here, if you win all 8 rounds, you got a bonus. And there were certain tells, right? Like when Tyson literally sees a clear shot and he holds back. And you see that Jake Paul's hands are down.
Incidentally, this is not the first time Jake Paul has been accused of organizing questionable fights that defeats the spirit of competitive boxing. However, Tyson has come out to share his opinion on the events that happened during and after the fight.
And who I have tonight, I'm gonna go with Tyson. I mean, he's looking slim, he's looking thick.
I don't know, something about me, I'm just in the present moment. I'm ready for war, I'm ready for action. God is with me, God is protecting me, so didn't feel a thing.
I think that using his youth, his athleticism would be the smart choice to do in this match.
Mike Tyson's statement following his fight with Jake Paul offered a glimpse into the challenges he faced leading up to the event. In a post on X, Tyson reflected on his journey, stating, "I almost died in June, had 8 blood transfusions, lost half my blood and 25 odds in the hospital, and had to fight to get healthy to fight. So I won." Tyson expressed gratitude for simply stepping into the ring, sharing, "Have my children see me stand toe-to-toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter half my age in front of a packed Dallas Cowboys stadium is an experience no man has the right to ask for." The extent of Tyson's health scare had not been fully disclosed until this statement. While it was known he suffered complications from an ulcer that forced an emergency landing earlier that year, the severity of his condition surprised many. The fight drew a crowd of over 72,000 fans and served as part of a co-main event that also featured KB Taylor's controversial super lightweight championship bout against Amanda Serrano. Despite the criticism surrounding the fight, Tyson's perseverance and resilience captured the admiration of many.
Tyron Woodley really thought he was gonna beat the shit out of me. I hit fucking hard, and I'm a real problem.
What's up with you and Dana White?
These fighters are basically enslaved contracts.
You could go in your next fight, you could fight somebody who's a professional boxer, but maybe doesn't draw as much money as, say, you go and you fight Andrew Tate.
I've always leaned on going with a tougher opponent, always. They just haven't gotten in the ring with me.
Are they scared? Why are they not getting?
Yes, I believe so. People say, "Oh, you have a chip on your shoulder." Like, I have 2 chips on my shoulder, one on.
The fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson drew enormous attention, breaking records and reigniting debates about the legitimacy of celebrity boxing. Held at the 80,000-seat AT&T Stadium in Texas, The event followed in the footsteps of Canelo Alvarez's 2021 bout against Billy Joe Saunders, which drew 73,000 fans and set a $9 million Texas sports combat revenue record. Paul's match with Tyson, his 11th victory in 12 professional fights, surpassed expectations as it became MGM's most bet combat sports event ever, generating 4 times the usual betting volume and rivaling an NFL Monday night game in attention, according to Caesar Sportsbook officials. Despite these achievements, the fight was plagued by persistent rumors of being staged. Much of this speculation stemmed from Tyson's return to the ring at age 58 after nearly 2 decades of retirement. Tyson's legendary career had cemented his reputation as one of the most fearsome boxers in history, but skeptics questioned whether his comeback was more spectacle than sport. Adding fuel to the fire was a so-called leaked script that began circulating online before the fight. This document purportedly outlined a dramatic round 5 knockout victory for Paul, detailing a narrative where Tyson dominated early before Paul turned the tide with a decisive blow. The lead script created a frenzy among fans and critics, many of whom were quick to speculate about the fight's authenticity. The predicted outcome, a Jake Paul knockout of one of boxing's greatest icons, was almost laughable to purists. Critics pointed out that Paul, while successful as a boxer, lacks the technique and pedigree of professionals who have dedicated their lives to the sport. The document was widely dismissed as a hoax, with no evidence to support its claims. However, the existence of such a rumor speaks to the deep skepticism surrounding celebrity-driven matches. When the fight finally took place, it unfolded in stark contrast to the alleged script. Tyson showcased flashes of his former brilliance in the early rounds, displaying the power and precision that once made him the heavyweight champion. However, Paul managed to stay composed, leveraging his youth and endurance to gain control as the fight progressed. Ultimately, the YouTuber boxer won a lopsided decision, securing victory on the scorecards of 2 judges and drawing in the third. The fight's outcome, however, did little to quell the theories surrounding it. Fans and conspiracy theorists took to social media to dissect every moment of the bout, with many claiming to have found proof of staging. One fan shared a clip on X, formerly Twitter, claiming that Paul had signaled Tyson to take it easy after absorbing a punch. In the clip, Paul taunts Tyson by sticking out his tongue, a gesture he has famously used in previous fights. To some, this was a routine display of showmanship. To others, it was a subtle acknowledgement of a prearranged outcome. Paul's critics argue that such controversies are not new to his career. His rise in boxing has been marked by accusations of cherry-picking opponents, with many of his victories coming against older, less experienced fighters or athletes outside of professional boxing. For traditional boxing fans, this fight represented another chapter in what they see as a trend of prioritizing spectacle over competition. Tyson's post-fight reflections added another layer to the narrative. In a cryptic post on X, Tyson shared the personal challenges he faced leading up to the match. *I almost died in June, had 8 blood transfusions, lost half